The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Meta platforms with the ticker symbol META. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. Here we have the daily chart for Meta platforms, and not a lot has changed since last Tuesday. Prices closed at the 133 level, and currently prices traded all the way up to the 136 137 levels. So it's still being bullish, and I'm expecting slightly higher prices before the eventual sell-off back down to these lows. So I'm still expecting that until we see something drastically change. I think it's still possible for Meta platforms to go down to its prior low in the downtrend. So let's analyze the price action. So obviously prices are in this spiking channel. So this was a spike up right here, and then prices were unsustainably moving, so it went inside of a flatter channel, which is this one right here. So we got 3 touches on the bottom, 3 touches on the top. So this is definitely a valid uptrend channel. Since we're just hovering and bumping against the top side like we did over here, prices will try to attempt to reach the opposite side, which is right over here. So I'm expecting a correction for Meta platforms. The only thing that's probably stopping that is this micro uptrend channel right here. So there's a channel within the channel. So this is micro uptrend channel that's holding prices up. So we're going to see which one wins out. Is it going to be the micro or the macro pattern? I think most of the time it's going to be the macro because it has more, force. So we'll have to wait and see. But if we see a break of this uptrend, maybe something like this, then that's a good sign that we're going to see the top of the market or the top of this move up, just like what happened back here. You can see how we had this big green candle, and then the next day later was a big red candle. So if we see an overshoot of this channel, there's a good chance we see the final top being made, and then we see that correction back down. So I'm not sure if we're going to get that. I don't think the market has that much energy left to see that pop up. So much more likely is we do see maybe a pullback, maybe to the EMA or the opposite side of this channel, and then we'll have to wait and see if this support holds, which I'm expecting it to hold, and we're probably going to see higher prices. So right now Meta platforms is near the top of the channel, top of the uptrend, far away from the EMA. So I'm expecting a pullback. By then it will already be next week, and I can give another prediction if we're going to continue lower or we're going to continue higher. There is this mesh move right here. The first one was right here. You can see that we had the first leg up, the second leg up, and we're just short of it, but this is close enough. But maybe the market already had 2 legs up. The second leg wasn't as large as the first leg, and then this would be the target that Meta platforms is looking for, the 148 level. So as of right now, overall it's still slightly bullish because we're still inside of 2 uptrend channels. So even if we do see a pullback, there's a good chance we continue higher. So Meta platforms still looking bullish in the short term, which is the remainder of this month and probably next month. We'll have to wait and see. So just for a couple more months, Meta platforms is probably going to be bullish, but I'm not expecting a lot more after that because this major downtrend channel just had its first break, and usually when we get the first break, we go back down to retest the previous extreme. So I think Meta platforms is still capable of doing that, and bulls are not out of the woods yet. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. And here we have the weekly chart for Meta platforms, and we finally closed above the EMA last week, which we have not done since pretty much December of 2021. So that was the last time prices got above this EMA. So the market is a little weak for the bears because they sold off the stock so much already. So we're going to see a pullback occur. Maybe we're already inside of an uptrend channel, this one right here. It's not really confirmed because we don't really have 3 touches on either side. So this is not really confirmed, but prices are working higher. And then, like I said before, it looks like it's going for that 148 level, and it coincides with the bottom of 2020. So we could be retesting that breakout level because we did break out of that swing or pivot, and we have not tested it yet. So there's a good chance of getting that retest and then possibly the move down lower. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I'm looking for a repeat pattern of 2018. So if you go back in the chart, you're going to see similarities between, you know, the price action. So you can see back here in 2018 when it bottomed, it made a big move up. Same thing what happened in 2020 when it bottomed. And in 2018 there was this big green red candle that crashed down, very similar to the one right here. But you can also include all this price action right here and just pretend it's one big candle, because it's all relative, so it's just all summed up. But you know, you could just pick this one if you want. So we have this big red candle right here, same thing back in 2018 right over here. Then what prices did was that it stayed below the EMA for quite a long time inside of a spiking channel. So you can see that we had a spiking channel right here. Let me go and zoom in so we can see that the channel contains all the price action right here. And then we had the break of the channel. So you can see that we had the break right here. And then what do you know, the next week later we saw a move down to retest the lows, or even exceeding it by a little bit, and then we saw the move up. So basically I'm expecting the same pattern to occur right here, where we have the spike in channel, this one right here, and then we're having the break right now, and then we're probably going to retest the lows, probably go a little bit lower, so before we see that move higher. So it's not guaranteed to occur, but based on you know, price action rules and also a pattern that has occurred in the past, you know, there's a good chance of this occurring. So we'll have to wait and see. I believe a lot of people are, you know, thinking Meta Platforms has bottom. Me personally, I'd be surprised, you know, just based on technicals, it doesn't look like a bottom in my eyes. And also fundamentally, you know, things aren't really looking that good. So I'd be pretty shocked if technically and, you know, a little bit of fundamental analysis says that this, you know, this is a bottom. So I'll be shocked. But, you know, nothing's guaranteed in the markets. So as of now, weekly chart, overall pattern is still down. We closed above the EMA, which shows signs of weakness in this downtrend, but that doesn't mean we're going to reverse right away. I'm expecting continuation to the upside, maybe just a little bit more before seeing that sell-off occur. So you know, I'm looking for the little bit higher prices, maybe the 148 if it's really bullish, the 157, but you know, I'm not expecting anything more than that. After that, we should expect the sell-off, and then finally a possible bottom for Meta Platforms. So that's all I have for Meta Platforms on the daily and weekly chart. Basically short term I'm bullish, you know, minus the little pullback that's incoming in the next couple of days and maybe even the next week, because how overextended everything is in the market. From there we should see maybe a little bit more continuation, but I'm not looking for more than that. Medium to long term, I believe maybe Q3, towards the end of Q1, Q2, we finally get that move down to the lows, and then maybe Q3, end of Q2, Q3, we finally see the bottom and continue higher. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'll give you guys an update next week, Tuesday, regardless. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel. Since you might be surprised on what you can learn, leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video in front of your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.